solely on superhuman abilities. He recognized early on that intellect, strategy, and manipulation would be key to his success. To enhance his skills, he trained under Hydra, gaining valuable combat and tactical expertise. Over time, he also gains the ability to manipulate energy, gravity, and light through the power of the Moonstone, which only strengthens his already considerable threat. Though Zemo lacks inherent superhuman abilities, his genius level.
Two in, two back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I'm running up at night. You know I only get one life for this. The night, hell of a night. The night, okay, let's go. I'm the living like the text went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mills, but I'm the king and adjusted all. Really wanna wipe me down. I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I'm Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey's 6'2", dark skin, with a purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying little Curtis, yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I'm running up at night. You know I only get one life for this. The night, hell of a night. The night,
We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff. Wow, that is going to set a tone for what could be a very physical game. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
15.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And nothing doing on that run. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a 1st down at the 44-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Two 1st downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 2nd down, Pacheco. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face 3rd down. They motion a receiver right. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
finds Nakua on the slant. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by McClellan. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. That is a big play for LA. It's a gain of 43 yards. They'll run, and here's the rookie from Michigan. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now the former Pitt Panther, Israel Abanaconda. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle's made at the 36.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Fight on these two, fight on these two. Yellow, yellow. Side.
On the ground, it's Abanaconda. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. Here's a 2nd and 9. Tight end on the move left. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On third down, Jackson. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
They'll motion over Flowers. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. And he'll have the first down at the 26. So good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling. On the RPO, it's Nakua. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
You don't need much. It is third and inches. The fullback trying to push the punt.
Shot to get.
And he's going to
Clean
have
that shit up.
First down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on third and inches.
First down, Los Angeles.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Yellow.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Two minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. The throw is going to be caught. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 74 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs move out to a 7-3 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Right side, complete to Nakua. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs extend their advantage to 14-3. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Right back to the air following that pick 6.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
The motion man is Nakua. Back to the air one more time. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Rams. Touchdown number 9 for the year. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams are back within 4. It is 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Mahomes on first down. Now he'll air one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Play action here. Mahomes.
Oh, fuck.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Yellow. 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 Right side.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down.
Oh.
And that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And now it's fourth down. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. This is caught. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field.
14, Rams 10.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. This one complete right side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out.
Man.
One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
This one grabbed by Nakua. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 3.
Fuck is my rush at,
And
man?
he will score. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, L.A. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 2nd down and 8. They motion the slot man left. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Now, faking the give. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Johnston motioning over.
Turn that bitch
And
up.
nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Quick.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. A design run here with Jackson.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Johnston motioning over. "13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal.
Hello? Hey, babe.
Here's Pacheco. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
Hey, I can't hear you over the vacuum, baby.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this.
Right. Now, I figured you were busy. That's why I didn't trip.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. One more time with Pacheco.
Yeah, he never does walkthroughs.
For a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. Butker now for the point after.
Oh, it's a move-out thing.
The kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
Yeah.
From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
They don't like nobody else putting on house first of all. So second of all, y'all already moved their day from Tuesday to today. And they took me, so I'm not getting
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh,
but maggots in the fridge, though? That's disgusting.
Another interception.
Hell no. Fuck no. Fuck.
Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good.
Fuck that, no. The point is, fuck all that it different. The problem is, you're not going to do your fucking part of the job.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4.
Right.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28.
I just feel like it's disrespectful. I would tell him you got to pay me more because ain't no fucking way you got to see. Okay, good. Yeah, I was gonna say ain't no fucking way you respect anybody to fucking clean maggots and shit. That's disgusting.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nakua snags it over the middle.
Yep.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9.
Yep.
Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They want to keep saying. Why wouldn't they keep
He's
saying?
out of bounds,
You know?
but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That pickup good for 29 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Los Angeles. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Rams are able to edge a bit closer.
Yeah.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Should be done around 2 or 2:30.
From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out.
All right.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Nah, it's only tomorrow. Amaya's
coming up now for 1st and 10.
Nah, Thursday, Friday, Ava's is Wednesday.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely
I had to
heavily
look. I think it's at
on your
9
run
as
game.
well.
Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, all right.
All right, Ben.
Some pictures of my black and
All right. I love you.
oh, you can put in there.
Yeah. I got you.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
We do.
Yeah,
All right.
I love you.
I love you.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal.
15.
Johnston motioning over. 1st down throw. Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Johnston motioning over. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down.
Middle. Hey.
Johnston motioning over. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, KC. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught by McClellan. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And he's into the end zone. Puka Nakua, touchdown Rams. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll drop to throw. Going up top. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Fight on these two.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He's going to try it here again. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The motion man is Nakua. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Working across the field, Nakua has it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards. He'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. All 3 timeouts still remain. They'd love to use them on the defensive end, but here comes 1st and 10. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Back to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go.
Low.
They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit. With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Hey, 43. Line, line.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. A ball deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Attack, attack. Attack.
Here's Mahomes. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Chiefs 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.